you all very much. Obviously, they can't afford air conditioning here at the ROA, so we're going to raise the money for them beginning today. The Republican Party is having its challenges. Would you agree? I think our Democratic friends are too. I didn't make it. I guess I was in the top 17 if this is the Miss America pageant. The bottom line is whatever problems we have as Republicans, Matt Moore is the solution. He's a young, very energetic man who tries to get to yes where he can. He's building a conservative coalition in South Carolina. And let me tell you about my state under Matt Moore's leadership. Nikki Haley, the first Indian American female governor in the nation, right? Yeah. Tim Scott, African American Republican. South Carolina is, I think, where the country is going to be, where Republicans are going to be. And you have a little short guy like me. And what I bring to the table, I am trying to get to yes where I can for the benefit of all of us. What have we learned? Liz, you rock. How about give it up for Liz? I am like into dealing with a terrorist. I'm like want to kill every one of these guys we can find. But you're not going to win the war by doing that. I'm into building up others that would live in peace with us. The military component of winning the war on terror is important, real, and cannot be understated. But winning the war on terror is not about killing people, it's about building up others. Yeah. And let me tell you, you want to drive al-Baghdadi crazy, which would be a short ride in his case? Let a little girl go to school. You want to make these guys go nuts? Allow people to elect their own leaders. A small schoolhouse in a remote region in the poorest part of the Middle East, giving a young girl a voice for her children and her own life, will do more to destroy radical Islam than any bomb we could drop. To those who believe that we can disengage from the world and be safe here, you're nuts. Yeah. And when I mean engage, I don't mean F-18s and F-16s. I mean engage. Yeah. I mean go to where the problems are, to provide clean water where there is none. Yeah. Guess what? People will remember you. Give them a chance to build up their economy, replace the rule of gun with the rule of law. If you really want to make America safe, you better improve the lives of others. The developmental aid account is America's best weapon in terms of bringing about global security and a peaceful world. Here's my promise to you, to do everything I can to convince my colleagues to spend more, not less. To take sequestration and throw it in the garbage can. This is the most short-sighted way to deal with a budget I've ever seen. 1% of the federal budget goes to foreign assistance. The money we spent on PEPFAR has saved millions of lives, and those young people, men and women who have been saved by the American taxpayers' good graces, like us. We need people to like us, to appreciate us. I am here to tell you that national security can never be achieved unless you have the global leadership coalition in the game, giving voice to the account that I represent. Matt, thank you for being a conservative who gets that the best way to shape the world is actually to lead the world. So I'm going to make a promise to you. We're going to hold the line this year. We're not going to take a penny out of this account. I'm going to introduce, it gets better. I'm putting together a $4 billion emergency supplemental to deal with the challenges that people face from liberated ISIL territory, to make sure that you can have clean drinking water and we can rebuild these communities that have been destroyed, to give the young Yazidi women who have been raped and treated so poorly a chance to survive, to get involved in the Mideast in an emergency fashion to help our friends in Israel. But here's the last thing I want to tell you. What we're doing is not enough. I am going to work with people throughout the world on the NGO side, Bono and the Gates Foundation, and all the groups here, religious people. And we're going to go to all the capitals of the world, starting here in Washington. And we're going to create a new idea. We're going to create a Marshall Fund for developmental assistance. And we're going to have over $100 billion, I hope. They have new money that we can invest in Nigeria, Tunisia, and other parts of the world that are states that are hanging by a thread. That we're going to put new money on the table, and to get these funds, you have to change the way you do business. That if you'll change the way you govern and the way you treat your people, you'll have low-interest loans you don't have today. That you'll have trade deals that you don't have today. You'll have direct assistance that's not available to you today. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go on offense. I want us to build a bigger pot of money globally. And for that money, I want us to be able to help people and change behavior before it's too late. So I'm here to tell you, after Orlando, that this should be a wake-up call. The reason these people were killed is simply because they were gay. Radical Islam kills everything that stands in its way. It is a scourge of mankind. It is an enemy of mankind. They kill if you don't bend to their will. I am tired of being on the defense. And if you really want to go on offense, go into the world where they exist. Help people say no to them. Because if you will help them say no, they will. The best money you will ever spend is to build up the lives of others who are dying to say no. They just need our help. I promise you they're going to have Lindsey Graham's help. Thank you very much.
Boy, is our country lucky to have Senator Lindsey Graham.